Okay, so on to the next one, man. This one over here is Nothing More If It Doesn't Hurt. This is another one by Sammy. As I said, we're going to be catching up a whole bunch of things for a whole bunch of people. We're not going to drop them once again. We're not going to drop them at the rate of 5 to 8 to 10 a day. It just does not work. There's massive drop-offs. It affects the channel greatly. A lot of the times I do those videos, they get like 50, 80, 100 views. Doesn't work. I get tired. I get fatigued. The reactions aren't as raw and natural as they should be because you're just trying to get through content, and I think that that's just stupid. So our rate, we literally just go through 2 to 3 at most, right? And then we just run it out for as long as we do until we've caught everything up. And obviously I'll throw in the new stuff that's out there that's been coming through. A lot of people have been requesting, but most importantly, we're catching up with the stuff that we need to catch up for the people that have requested the stuff a while back. Okay, so we're getting to those. But let's get into this one. This over here is Nothing More If It Doesn't Hurt. This is a 2024 track. Obviously have heard of Nothing More before, I think, but yeah, let's refresh my memory with who this band is. Whoa.
For a little while, some things you can't change. I'm preaching to the choir. Knives in the back, ready to attack. Knives in the back. Running right back like a maniac. Running right back. Check, check. Running right back. Running right back. And the truth is, it doesn't hurt at all. Then it doesn't mean a thing. I never knew that I could feel this way. If it doesn't hurt at all.
Wait a second. Okay, this track sounds fucking fire. Fire. I like the actual premise of it in terms of how love is sort of unfair to a certain degree because you're so caught up in it, right? When you absolutely love somebody and you in the whirlwind of all of that, and even though it feels like you're getting trampled on, it feels like there's knives completely in the back, and you should be strong. You should be the stronger person and be like, you know what, fuck it, just gonna drop this person, and I'm just not coming back. But then you land up coming back because that force, that love force, is so unbelievably powerful that it actually draws you straight back to somebody that even might be abusive, that somebody that it's just not for you. But you know, when you're hooked, man, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of introspection. It takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of sort of like psychological adjustments in your life to get yourself away from something that you dearly love, even though it's toxic. So even the way it kicked into the actual chorus over there, where he started screaming, that's literally the frustration of it. So it's very cleverly constructed as well.
Nothing left to say. Just holding on to hope is a different kind of pain. We all got vices. We all got choices to make. It's hard to stay and hard to walk away. You lied to me, spinning in the dark. It took me years to see that you had sucked the life out of me. If it doesn't hurt at all, then it doesn't mean a thing. I never knew that I could feel this way. If it doesn't hurt at all, there's nothing left to say. 'Cause holding on to hope is a different kind of pain.
Again, I'm going to reiterate the screaming in the song is absolutely amazing because it's indicative of that pain. That's literally how you feel inside, and at times it actually comes out in very visceral ways when you're in those kind of relationships and it's all falling to pieces, and you really should detach yourself from it, but you can't. So it's kind of like you're fighting with yourself. And then, like he mentioned over here, is that because of that struggle, you find yourself turning to vices, which makes things completely and utterly worse. But that's just human nature, right? We can't get away from the things we can't get away from. And the day that we do that is a day of growth, I guess. But anyway, carry on.
Run it right back! Get it! Knives in the back, knives in the back, knives in the back. Sometimes love is fake. Knives in the back, knives in the back, knives in the back. If it doesn't hurt at all, then it doesn't mean a thing. I never knew that I could feel this way. If it doesn't hurt at all, there's nothing left to save. 'Cause holding on to hope is a different kind of pain. A different kind of
Good God. Okay, that is an unbelievable fucking song. Unbelievable. If this is just a preview of what we're in for with regards to what's being released, then I'm super, super excited. I have been missing the music a hell of a lot. I love over here, one of the elements I want to actually mention over here, specifically the fact that he's dirty, so he's all completely sort of oiled up, right? It's a slippery business. It's an oily business, love, right? It can get dirty, but yet it feels like the fact that they're representing it with oil is that even if you want to get it off you, you struggle. Like, you know, you can't get it off you. Essentially, you'll try and wash it off and it just sticks. This love just sticks to you even if you desperately want to get away from it. And then that attached to the vices also plays in quite nicely, because also with the vices, you struggle to get rid of those vices, which is very, very cool. The knives in the back, I think, is absolutely a phenomenal thing to, or a way to portray how sometimes life does, or love does feel like that, right? But the most important thing in the song, and I'll close off with this, but the most important thing in the song is if it doesn't hurt at all, it doesn't have any value, right? I'm paraphrasing that over, but I'm saying if it doesn't mean anything, right? If it doesn't hurt, anything that has value takes a level of pain, right? Whatever you see that is beautiful, doesn't matter whether it be a cathedral, whether it be somebody's beautiful chiseled body, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's beautiful, it's because it was painful to get, it was painful to build, it was painful to create, and that's why it is beautiful. And that's why love is very squarely in that basket, because to build anything of value takes a lot of pain, and to lose something of value takes a lot of pain. Because if you're in a relationship of sorts where it's just based on lust and there's just a physicality to it and no real connection, or a spiritual connection or a human connection to it, right? It has no value, which means there was nothing really to lose there, right? So because it's painful, it means that you were engaged in real powerful human connection, which ultimately grew you or gave you some sort of purpose in a way. If it had no value, you wouldn't feel that. And it means it doesn't matter. It's just water under the bridge. Anyway, absolutely incredible song. You let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.